Well, hi, everyone at the Rosebud Library. I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to read to you today one of my favorite books, The Happy Troll. So, this is The Happy Troll by Max Bollinger and illustrated by Peter Siss. So, let's open, and here's the cover of the book. I think this troll looks like he's going to get into some mischief, but let's see what happens. Once there was a troll. He was not especially good looking, nor was he especially ugly. He was just an ordinary troll. His name was Gus. And you can see Gus, the ordinary troll, right there on his little mushroom pad. And like every troll, Gus had a special talent that no other troll had. He had a beautiful voice. And there he is. He's showing off his voice. With his voice, Gus sang not only songs he had learned from old trolls, but also songs he composed himself. In the beginning, only the children in the neighborhood came to listen, but soon trolls came from far and wide to hear Gus sing. His singing made them happy. To show their gratitude, they would bring him things he needed: fresh water, crunchy nuts, tender roots, and juicy berries. Once in a while, they would bring him a shiny pebble from the bottom of the brook. Gus was happy. And there's a picture of Gus there, and he's performing, and you can see all of his friends far and wide looking at him. Then one day, a raven with a gold ring on his claw flew down. He too had heard about Gus's beautiful voice and begged him to sing a song. But all Gus could do was stare at the raven's gold ring and think, if only I had a gold ring, my happiness would be complete. Gus says, I will sing for you, Gus told the raven, if you give me your gold ring. The raven took off his ring and gave it to Gus. There's that raven, and there's that gold ring. Soon thereafter, a snake with a golden crown on her head slithered in. She too had heard about Gus's beautiful voice and begged him to sing a song. But all Gus could do was stare at the golden crown and think, if only I had a golden crown, my happiness would be complete. I will sing for you, Gus told the snake, if you give me your golden crown. The snake took off her crown and gave it to Gus. Last to come was a frog. He drove up in a golden carriage. He too had heard about Gus's beautiful voice and begged him to sing a song. But all Gus could do was stare at the golden carriage and think, if only I had a golden carriage, my happiness would be complete. I will sing for you, Gus told the frog, if you give me your golden carriage. The frog hopped out of the carriage and gave it to Gus. Let's look at that golden carriage. There's the golden carriage over here, right there, and there's Gus. He's got his gold crown, he's got his gold ring, and there's the golden carriage. Every day now, Gus rode around in his golden carriage, showing off his golden crown and his golden ring. He had no time to sing his songs. In vain, the trolls begged him to sing, but Gus only laughed at them. After a while, they left him alone. The neighborhood children no longer gathered around him. Gus was all alone. Do you want to see Gus alone in his golden carriage? There's Gus alone in his golden carriage. Do you see the crown? Do you see his ring? He lost the joy of riding around in his golden carriage, showing off his golden crown and golden ring. He stayed inside his house and tried to sing, but his voice had lost its beauty and no new songs came to him. Gus was sad. And you could see Gus sitting there, all sad outside of his tree. But look, there's something flying around down there. I wonder if we're going to find out what that is. So Gus set out to find his songs. He rode his golden carriage over hills and valleys until he finally found the raven, perched high up on a tree. Take back your gold ring. I don't need it anymore. I'm looking for my songs, Gus told the raven. You will find them, said the raven, and flew off with his ring. There's the raven on the real high perch. See how high that is? That is a really tall tree. Gus drove on and on over hills and valleys until he finally found the snake sunning on a rock. Take back your golden crown. I don't need it anymore. I'm looking for my songs, Gus told the snake. You'll find them, said the snake, and slithered away with her golden crown. There's the snake, there's the rock, and there's Gus giving back the crown. Gus kept on riding over hills and valleys until at last he saw the frog sitting on a lily pad. Look at that frog on the lily pad. Have you seen lily pads around here? Gus says, take back your golden carriage. I don't need it anymore. I'm looking for my songs, Gus told the frog. You'll find them, said the frog, and drove away in his carriage. There stood Gus, without the ring, without the crown, without the carriage, and without his songs. He longed to be in his own house, together with the other trolls. Gus started his long journey home, walking over hills and valleys. He was hungry, he was thirsty, and his feet hurt. There's Gus. But with every step he took on his long journey home, Gus realized that his beautiful voice and the forgotten songs were coming back to him. Look at Gus walking. Isn't he alone? But just think right now, he knows that his songs are coming back. As Gus reached his house, the trolls were there waiting for him with all the things he needed: fresh water, crunchy nuts, tender roots, and juicy berries. They even had a beautiful shiny pebble from the bottom of the brook. You want to see, look at Gus. Look how happy he is running down that hill. And look who he's running to. He's running towards his friends. And his friends have the water. They have the crunchy nuts, the tender roots, the juicy berries, and even a shiny pebble just for Gus. To show his gratitude, Gus sang his Found Again songs in his beautiful voice. Now, everyone was happy. Do you know what this story is about? This story is about sharing what your special talent is. Everyone has a special talent. You have a special talent. When you're around town, and if you see me in town, let me know what your special talent is. I want to be happy just like Gus, and I want you to be happy just like Gus, sharing your special talent. This was the Happy Troll by Max Bollinger. And I am Judge Matthew Wright, and I live here in Rosebud with you. And I am so excited to have read to you and been part of the D. Brown Library Reading Program. You guys have a great summer. Be safe. And just always remember, share your special talent. All right. Goodbye. Have a good day.